Fanny with better energy, bush adjustments, and Zilong buff. Hey guys, what's up? Today we've got a big update on Advanced Server. First up are the bush adjustments. The long bush on the side lanes are now shorter. If we compare it to official server, we can see a big difference. This should give our gold laners a safer way to farm. If you're planning to gank them, you'll have to walk out and show yourself. Like, hey, I'm here to ruin your day. And it applies to the other side of the map.
Surprise,
Another adjustment is the mid lane bush. They've moved it farther from the lane. This should give mages more breathing room to farm. But wait, there's more. And they also cut down the extra bush near the wall. Say goodbye to that hiding spot, Eudora. Here's a comparison on official server. Now, while this makes mid lane mages safer, it does shift the bush closer to the turtle and lord. That means more hiding spots during objective takedowns. Expect some extra sneaky plays around those parts. So safer farming for the gold and mid laners. Meanwhile, assassins will have a harder time ganking from bushes. So what do you think? How will it change your game style? Next up is the experimental adjustments on Lunox. The developers heard your voice and now they're cancelling the supposed Lunox revamp. Hear that? It's cancelled. Yep, the devs heard your cries and she's back to her complex, skill spamming self. No more easy mode ultimates and crazy heals. Speaking of devs, they mentioned that hero changes are based on actual experience, discussions, and your feedback. So if you've been typing in all caps in the comment section, good news, they do listen. If you want to help shape the future of ML, go ahead and share your thoughts because they do appreciate your passionate feedback. Moving on, we have some big changes on Fanny. Her energy regen is going up from 3 to 4 every second. And each mark will now give 8 energy instead of the old 7. So yeah, energy regeneration is now easier for Fanny. To balance, they had to cancel the higher first skill damage from the last patch. Here's a test on her energy consumption. As you can see, the advanced server had more energy left. Remember, they're making these changes because her ultimate will no longer automatically cast first skill. So yeah, a hardcore Fanny player will love this, while those single cable users will have to practice more. Next on our list is Zilong. His passive heal is now stronger by 20 points. And there's a new feature where his skills and basic attacks deal 50 more points of damage when the enemy's HP is half. But wait, there's more. There's a hidden adjustment on Zilong that's not included in the patch. His skills can now deal critical strikes. As you can see, the skill damage is a critical hit. Now, if I add Golden Staff, the damage becomes lower, from 1000 down to 400 damage. So that means critical skills are real. Critical stats can now affect all his damage, including skills. And this should make him scarier than before. Next, we have the nerf on Khaleed. The developer said his full defense build currently possesses high damage and durability. To fix this, they will lower his physical attack growth, and the damage reduction during his second skill is now weaker on all levels. Overall, I think he's still good to play as long as they don't touch Thunderbelt. Gatotkaca is the next on the chopping board. They're lowering the maximum defense he can get from his passive skill, from 200 down to 150. So there you go, Mr. Aman. Wish granted. Next is the continuation of Sun's adjustment. The clone on his ultimate will have a shorter duration, from 12 seconds down to 8. In exchange, the cooldown of the skill is now faster by 4 seconds. They said the recent changes has increased his burst damage, so they have to weaken his sustainability. I guess they're still going through with his new ultimate, where he can petrify the enemy. Next is the nerf on Badang. His ultimate will have lower damage, but it comes with a longer stun duration. Another nerf is his ultimate, where its cooldown is longer by 15 to 9 seconds at different levels. Karina is next on the adjustment list. They lower the base damage of her passive skill by 25 points. However, don't be alarmed because when compared to official server, this is still a buff. She only has 50 base damage on official server, but on advanced, she has 75. Aulus gets a new passive effect. At full stacks, he gains 20% damage reduction from damage coming from the front. They remove the physical penetration and movement speed from his passive. Skill 1 will now reduce CC duration and slow effect by 10 to 30%, and its cooldown is shortened by 2 seconds. So basically they place the damage reduction on his passive and remove the additional damage from stacks. Expect a more durable Aulus when this patch is applied. Guinevere is up next. Her second skill range got shortened, but don't freak out yet because it's still longer than the official server version. They're just lowering the buff they gave from several patches ago. Additionally, her second skill airborne duration is increased to 0.8 seconds. Now this one is the real nerf because on official server, it's 1 second. Gord is up next with a good buff. The slow duration on his passive is now longer from 1 second to now 1.6. This should allow him to deal more damage, making it harder for the enemies to escape, and skill 1 will have its mana cost cut lowered in the mid and late game. Finally, we have the new Rose Gold Meteor. They removed the magic defense and replaced it with 20 attack speed. Plus, there's a new passive where every 1% lifesteal will increase hybrid defense by 1 point, and its effect is only half for non-fighter heroes. So basically, this was made to benefit the attack speed fighters like Argus, Zilong, and Aulus. They become durable as they get more lifesteal stats. And since Rose Gold Meteor already has 10% lifesteal, that means it will automatically give 10 hybrid defense as you buy the item. Combine it with the Access Clause and you get a plus 35 hybrid defense. This will give our attack speed fighter a good chance against sustained ones. They don't need to sacrifice an item slot to build defense when they have Rose Gold Meteor. Maybe Alucard can use this, right? He has a built-in lifesteal on his skills, and it should give him more defense. This item can be quite good on marksman as well. They also get defense, but not as many as those from fighters. And they can increase it with lifesteal stats. Next, we have the revamped Granger animation.
Experience the euphony of suffering.
Cool, right? Last one is the Double 11 event featuring Nolan's Navigator skin. But if you're not into Nolan, you can choose other skins from this list. And that's it for our weekly advanced server update. Things are looking exciting for Fanny players as well as the Zilong mains. The bush, however, is a debatable topic. Some like it, and some hate it. So what can you say about these changes? Share it in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.